Hey guys, so in today's video I'll be doing another solved murder case video. I know I don't do these videos quite often on my channel because they take a lot of time for the research and the editing and just everything, but when I do them I enjoy making them and I hope you guys enjoy watching them because they are quite interesting. Because me personally, like when I'm on YouTube, I like to watch these videos because they're entertaining and interesting and sometimes really sad and gross, but like, you know, that's what you signed up for. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So this case is called the Fritzl Case, just in case I miss anything in this video. I don't think I will, but you never know, and you just want to do more research in it. It's called the Fritzl Case, and it all starts off with this girl named Elizabeth Fritzl. She was born in 1966, and her parents were Joseph Fritzl and Rosemary Fritzl. She was one of 7 siblings. She had 2 brothers and 4 sisters. Sadly, her father was very abusive to her, mentally and physically. I don't know if it was just her or he did this to all his children, but based off this case, it probably was just her, which is really sad. What's even sadder is that on August 28th, 1984, Elizabeth was 18 at the time. Joseph was in the basement and he called down Elizabeth to come help him with something like fixing a door or something, and when she got done helping him, she turned to go back upstairs, but she felt a cloth go around her mouth. It was like an author cloth. It had some kind of strong, dangerous chemical that makes people like pass out or faint. So she was unconscious. After Elizabeth was unconscious, he threw her in this type of chamber thing. He locked the door shut. Joseph created like this underground basement thing. It was like really limited space, really small, but he created it himself. You literally had to go through 5 different doors to like go in this little chamber area. It was very secretive, very like complex to get through. You have to go through 5 different doors. And what's even sadder or scarier or whatever, he's been planning this. He was planning this for years for Elizabeth. This chamber thing, he thought it through. So after a few hours went by, her mom, Rosemary, started to realize Elizabeth hasn't been around. So after even a few hours went by, she filed a missing persons report to the police, and I bet like her siblings and her mom were worried sick about her, like where is she? But guess who the one person that wasn't worried about her, like didn't seem to care where she was, didn't really blink an eye? You're right, Joseph, because like he knew where she was, but they didn't know that. So when the police came asking questions, he told the police that Elizabeth probably ran away to a religious cult that she was talking about, because they did talk about this. Nobody was buying it, but that was like the only evidence they had, so they did go off that. To make it even more believable, Joseph made Elizabeth write a letter in her handwriting, because she wrote it, saying that she ran away on purpose, that she wanted to start a new life, that she was sick of her old one, and if they came trying to look for her, she would leave the country. It's so sad because while her family upstairs are looking for her, worried about her or whatever, she's literally 20 feet below them living hell. Because Joseph raped her multiple times a day, didn't really feed her that good, like literally horrible. And you're probably asking yourself, like, well, wouldn't his family be like suspicious why he keeps on going down to the basement? That's just weird. Like, how did they not like connect the dots? Well, first off, they probably don't think he's that type of person when he is, but you know, you see it all the time. People don't want to believe that. Like, no, that can't be him, which is really sad. But basically, Elizabeth went missing in 1984, and like in the early 70s, Joseph had this job opportunity for like some kind of construction or something. And so I guess like in the basement, he made like his like a little workshop, or like saying he was making all these projects, but he was probably just building that chamber for her, because like they said he planned this out for years for her. Certain nights he would stay down in the basement, and his family just thought he was working on all these cool projects, working really hard, but while in reality he was torturing his daughter. At the beginning of her captivity, she had ropes, chains, torture devices all over her, but 9 months later he got rid of them because he stated that it was disrupting their sexual activities with his own freaking daughter. Since Joseph raped Elizabeth so much, she got pregnant. She had 7 children, but sadly one of them passed away. His or her name was Michael, and he had some kind of breathing problem. He only lasted like 3 days, which is So sad. And Joseph, he thought it would just pass. He'll get over it because he didn't want to take the chance of going to the hospital to expose him. But they had a plan because 3 of the 6 children mysteriously turn up on Rosemary's and Joseph's doorstep one morning. And you could probably just tell by looking at them, clearly they were very starved, ill, not taken care of at all. Joseph had a great idea and he was like, oh, well, let's take them in. We'll take care of them. And Rosemary agreed. And for some reason, Child Services agreed too. So while those 3 were upstairs getting taken care of by Joseph and Rosemary, down below are the 3 other children. They most likely put 3 of the children upstairs and 3 down there because for space, because it was a little tiny thing. Joseph said he would allow more, if they wanted more space, they could do that, but they would have to do it themselves, to get up themselves, all by themselves. He would not have one dime. Now we're going to talk about how she was found. So basically one morning, her oldest daughter, Christian, which was 19 at the time, so let that sink in. Elizabeth was 18 when she first began being held captive, and now her own daughter is 19. That is such a long time. That just tells you how much time she was being in that little chamber basement thing. Christian, she became very sick, very ill one morning. She was not feeling good at all, beyond sick. And because she was so sick, it made Elizabeth, her mother, worried. So Joseph said, okay, well, I'll take her to the hospital, drop her off, and zoom off. So that's what he did, and then Christian went into the hospital, and the doctors were really worried because she must have been really sick, and they were questioning who her mother was because they need to look back in the family past or history to see if that illness has been through the bloodline. And when Elizabeth found out that they needed that information, she begged Joseph to let her go, let her free, to come forward, and that she won't say a word, a peep about being held captive, that she just wants to come forward for her oldest daughter. And surprisingly, he said yes. She goes into the hospital, and the police put her in a completely separate room, and they're like, if you don't start talking, we will file you for child abuse, because Christian was probably very tiny, probably ill, just not in the best shape. She said she would talk, but only for one condition, is that she would never have to see Joseph Fritzl ever again. And the police agreed, and then hopefully she never saw him after that, and that she got her children back and all that, and that was it. But the total of years, this is what makes me so mad. We knew she was in captivity for a long time, but it was 24 years in captivity by her own blood, her own father that sexually harassed her, abused her mentally, physically, and her children were there, and it was... You should comment down below what you think about this case. Just tell me what you think about it, okay? Tell me your thoughts about it. If you enjoyed this video and was kind of informational, please give this video a thumbs up or subscribe or comment down below what you think about it, maybe. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. I hope I can do more of these videos soon. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!